All right, here's the situation. It's like a little bit below zero, maybe 1 or 2 below zero. There's a wind chill advisory this morning. Our machine won't start, but that's not gonna stop us. We're tough. We got our little warm-up room with a torpedo heater going on in there, and the generator started no problem. So we're gonna get this thing sheeted today, the roof, because we're ready for that. And we'll see how long the camera lasts in the cold. Sometimes it doesn't like it. And this is what I'm trying to do to warm up the machine so we can use it. We'll see if that works. Otherwise, we're doing everything by hand and staying warm that way. And now I'm gonna eat my banana. Right. So today we're back at the hidden gem, and me and Jonathan are putting in the windows. So for preparing openings, I always like to caulk all of the joints here in the framing, and then I have some zip stretch tape that we're gonna put down here as a pan flashing along here. You'll see that in just a second. And then we'll put a couple of shims underneath, level it, plumb it, square it, and I like to always run a little bead of sealant along the back here. I think that's recommended by most manufacturers before I nail it in, is to run that bead of sealant behind there, and then that gap in between the window and the framing will get foamed. So we're ready to go. And then the zip stretch tape actually has a release here on it. My big fat fingers will work. So I was gonna show you, when I put this shim in here, I made sure I left about a 1/2 inch. That's about the sheeting, width of the sheeting there. So that when we go to spray foam in here, the foam flows in and around that. Because if you take this shim and push it all the way to the outside, that kind of defeats the purpose of the zip R, which is being a thermal break for this building. That's the thermal break. So if we have foam coming around here, that's what we want, so that there's no thermal bridging that's passing through. So it's even important with shims. And then what we're gonna do is use a sealant. This is Quad Max again. And I think I have some DAP 920 in the trailer too that I'll use, but I wanna caulk and seal up the 3 sides. The bottom I wanna leave, nothing on here. So if anything were to get back in here, any water, it has a spot to come out. So I do 3 sides. We'll set the window in there and then nail it off. So then after we nail this off, we'll go around and do, once again, the sides and top with zip tape and tape it off like you would a regular window. Sides first and then top, lapping over it, and it's done. So what I just realized too, I'm gonna switch my nails over to 2.5 inches because I had some 2-inch roofing nails that I was using to install this window, and I realized that I'm only getting 1/2 inch into the framing. So I need to switch over to 2.5s, which gets me 1 inch into the framing around the window. So now we're good to go. Okay. Yep. So it's kind of frosty up here. So I just put a kickboard down so I don't, die. And I also have my torch up here because I just gave it a little bit of love right around this pipe. Dried it out so when I stick my Ultima on there, then it'll seal all nice. And this is a second line of defense. It'll have a boot on it too when it goes, when the shingles go on, but it's a good idea. I usually do it. I don't know who else, if anybody else does it, but I usually like to seal all my penetrations before the boot goes on, just as an added safety measure. So what a beautiful morning though today. It's like 30 something degrees. We had almost 50 yesterday. It's supposed to be almost 50 again today, but it started out kind of cold, so it's nice and frosty and slippery, but a beautiful sunrise as we finish up here at the Hidden Gem. Getting soffit on this morning, last little couple pieces, last little bit of zip tape, and this thing is sealed up. We also have the garage door going in today, so that'll help seal things off too. And what else did I do? Oh, I stuck a 3-inch PVC up through the roof for the plumbers so that they can get their vent in afterwards, so we can do the roof first and then they can come back and connect the vent in the bottom. So we're wrapping this one up for now. There's a lot of stuff to do on the inside. The homeowner's going to take care of a lot of that stuff, interior framing and insulation and drywall and stuff like that. Largely, this is where we're going to jump off of this one for a while. I have the roof going on. I'll try to get a video of that, but those guys are so stinking fast, it's hard to get a video of them. But we'll try to do that. That's going on, should be this week. So, and then siding as well. Siding's supposed to be delivered, and the homeowner's taking care of that too. So that's pretty much where it's gonna be at for now. We'll see.